Hi friends! Welcome to another monthly favorite, and I'm excited for this round because I bought a lot of anime clothes. But with all my monthly favorite videos, I have timestamps. If you wish to skip that portion and just go to the makeup, well, I totally understand. And if it's your first time here, hi, I'm Alicia. I am an online coach, teacher of movement and flexibility, but I also love beauty. You will find many tutorials on my channel as well as some product reviews. So yeah, it may be a vlog here and there when I do one. I'll start with lifestyle, and as I had mentioned, I bought a lot of anime clothes this month. It's ridiculous because my closet looks like I took inventory of things I would be selling, but no, in fact, I bought these items. And the first brand I wanted to show was Hashira Studios with the sweatpants okay. They consider their style to be subtle in terms of not being over the top in presenting the design that represents the said character from the anime, in this case, Tengen Uzui. My favorite. Rengoku's my favorite, but Tengen is just like top notch. This yellow camel tan with Uzui's sword screen on the bottom, and then you have the kunai embroidered at the top under the pocket. These are fantastic. I have been wearing the heck out of these, and I could not resist to buy these Sabito leggings. Again, same design, but these are on a charcoal gray color scheme. You have Sabito's sword screen on the bottom and the mask here embroidered by the top. Hashira Studios recently added Mitsuri's design, Gyome's design. Just be careful, okay? Because you might become an addict like me. No matter what they throw out, I want them all. I want them all. And the last pair here we have from Jujutsu Kaisen, Sukuna. All the fingers screen on one side of the pan, and on the other side you got that evil Sukuna mouth embroidered there. These are slightly different in design than the previous two. The previous two has a reinforced crotch, nice room. They're all smalls, by the way. These sit a little higher on the waist, which I prefer. It's hard to decipher which style of a sweatpant you'll receive. You can contact Hashira Studios. Maybe they will let you know which designs have which style sweatpant. I like them both for sure, but the Sukuna ones sit a little higher on my waist, and again, they are small. Ikigai Threads, another brand that I absolutely adore. Here we have I laugh, Gojo Satoru, because when I saw Jujutsu Kaisen 0, when Gojo hit the screen, one of the audience members said, "Daddy." I'm like, y'all are crazy. I love the embroidered half quarter face on the top. I think it's so subtle and sophisticated because if you're a fan, then you know, right? It's not as literal as having the actual character design on the majority of the hoodie or t-shirt. I like that design too, but just to mix it up a bit and it just looking like a regular old crew, I just adore that approach. Then we have my friends over at Kaiben Zero that I became affiliate with. Thank you to Kaiben Zero for allowing me to join their affiliate program. I will leave my link and discount code down below. I recently picked up the My Hero Academia sweatshirt, and this is the Deku design. I adore just how robust and in your face Kaiben Zero took these designs. Not only the front is just sensational with the black whip, I believe, one of the one for all powers he embodies, but the design on the back is just so dynamic and in your face. I adore it. There's also a Bakugo sweatshirt. I have two of those. I have one in a limited edition yellow and the other one in black because I needed both. I needed both colorways, okay? And this is from Trihnity Co. We have the little Levi embroidered design with the Survey Core Nike swoosh under. I think that was such a brilliant design, and I cut these. I like to cut my hoodies and crop them high. Some I keep intact, some I crop, depending on how I'm feeling and how they fit. And this is just skimming the surface of what I purchased. Okay, but I'm so happy. It's such a great time to be an anime fan, and to now have all these smaller companies apply their design skills, their creativity, their drawing skills to make fantastic clothing. Listen, I'm working just for anime clothes at this moment. And jeans. Look at me wearing jeans. I had a moment where dressing and going over my wardrobe just to say to myself, hey, Alicia, you know, maybe you just gotta kick it up a little bit. I'm not saying to be fancy all the time. I love me a legging, okay? I love to wear leggings. I love my Athleta Farallon joggers. Those things are great. I have like 8 pairs, okay? But for days that I just want to feel a little more put together, and denim, especially when I pair denim with any of my anime hoodies or crew necks, it's a match made in heaven. So I wanted a pair of jeans that weren't mom jeans, but they weren't skinny and they were high-waisted, okay? Crucial credentials. So, you know, I went over to Rag & Bone. I know, super expensive, excuse me. They released a new silhouette called Alissa, and man, these are fantastic. I love that they're slightly cropped. I'm 5'5", I guess 5'6" with the hair poof. They're high-waisted, a size 27, and with my proportions, my tush circumference is like way bigger than my waist, so it's hard for me to pull off this style, but I was able to with this particular jean from Rag & Bone. And here I wear it with my Levi, my Captain Levi Ackerman crop. That is from Ikigai Threads as well. And with my Rag & Bone jeans, I feel on top of the world. I'm telling you, that has been my go-to outfit for the month, and I simply adore it. Yes, I acknowledge the fact that jeans are not as comfortable as leggings, but again, those moments when I just need to change up the wardrobe. I want to wear jeans. I like how they look with other pieces of clothing. It's the streetwear type of like, I don't know what that is in words, but that's what I wanted to establish. And I did. We accomplished that. I had to mention those pairs of jeans in this video. All links will be down below. Don't be too upset with me if you happen to click on the Rag & Bone link and see how expensive these are. Listen, I haven't purchased jeans in like a year and a half, maybe more. I have a pair of skinny jeans. I have another pair of skinny distressed, perhaps one more pair of the Alissas distressed. I would like to stop there because that's really all that I need. I don't need to go crazy, okay? I do want a pair of like washed black ones though. I'm thinking about it. We'll see how the funds look, but it's on the wish list for now. The next piece in lifestyle, I have been an Away Traveler customer for years. When I saw their Instagram ad for the first time, I immediately fell in love. The design of their carry-ons, of all their luggage pieces, was beyond appealing. Lightweight, simple, minimalist approach in their design in terms of the zippers and the lock and how everything is structured inside, and just makes for easy packing. For someone like me who hates to pack because they always encounter the fact that I have to bring everything. And when I have to bring everything, it is helpful when the actual luggage design and architecture can help the packer streamline how many things they decide to bring for the trip. From there, they expanded into accessories like toiletry holders and all that stuff, and they designed a makeup bag. I don't know what it is about toiletry bags and makeup bags. I have so many, shame on me. This one in particular caught my eye because let me show you. This is the Away makeup bag. They come in 2 colors, pink and black. It was out of stock for a very long time. And when I received that stock alert email, bruh, I bought this so fast because I was convinced this will be the best makeup bag I will ever purchase. And as of now, it certainly is. First of all, it's this water resistant, easy to wipe, clean material. So you hear that? When you open it up, you have the brush side, and we'll soon investigate the makeup side. But what I adore about the flip lid is that you have snaps for the brush. Excuse me. You have snaps for the brush holder. You even have this like palette loop, if you will. This forces me to not bring all the brushes. And when I brought this to Nay's house, it worked out. My makeup application was fine. I did not feel like I was missing any brushes. So this pretty much is what I like to bring along. And again, it forces me to choose. Stop trying to bring 20 brushes. You don't need it. Figure it out. Okay, enough is enough. Now on the other side, you have the zippered plastic lining, which I like, so you can kind of squish everything down when you overdo it. But in addition to that compartment, you have an attached pouch here. It's zippered in, or rather it's sewn in. So you have a separate pouch in here where you can store smaller items such as your brow pencils, liners, primers, even concealers, okay? And then everything else goes on top. I fit a lot of makeup in here, I gotta say. And once all that has been packed, right, you zip up the plastic here. And then what I personally like to do is take my brush towel, which I would recommend you always have with you. I'll fold it as such in a way that fits in the bag. Let's snap on the brush palette first. Snap the brushes back in, and you have the towel just to protect them, to have that barrier between the plastic and the brushes. Typically, I like to pack brushes that are okay being flat, like something like this is pretty flat on both sides. You saw a round brush in there, but it was fine. When I zippered it up, when I packed it in my, not even my standard carry-on size away, it was my kid away size, and it was fine. Incredible design. I know there might be better out there with the pretty faux materials and whatever. I just like a more practical approach when it comes to toiletry materials. I don't want it to be heavy, where I feel it tends to be when it relies on the fake leather feeling material. I want it to be more lightweight like this, easier to clean. It just makes it more simple in terms of where you bring it and how you can maintain and reuse it, all that stuff. Fantastic. I absolutely adore the heck out of this thing. I love the color, the dusty rose. They might come out with more. If they come out with some sick neon color, will I buy it? Probably. Should I? No. But that's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Nail polish. Mooncat has been blowing my mind with the recent releases, specifically their Dreams in Technicolor collection. I don't have all of them in my hands because we're talking about 10 total polishes in this collection. But as you can see, they're mostly all pastel and cream nail polishes. Smooth on the application. All of them are mostly opaque in 2 coats. Sometimes I do 3 depending on my brush job on that day, but typically 2 is great. I have not been getting enough of these shades. Despite all the magnetic multichromes that I have, linear holographic this, sparkly that, and also I've had a kick applying like an iridescent topper and then a matte topper on, so it could create that like soft focus iridescent effect. That's a really fun combination to do with pastels. But I've just been loving the simple approach just to have the creams as is, and it really just brings it up, okay? It just livens up the nails, the outfit, the vibe, and I can't get enough because I wanted to show you in comparison to, I believe they call it their Vibrant collection. These are more neon in nature. I absolutely love, okay? These are great colors also. Not as pastel looking as Technicolor dress. Sorry, excuse me. Not as pastel as Technicolor Dream. Sorry, some nail polish spilled while in transit. It was hard to get off the bottle. These are fantastic colors as well. As you see, they're a little deeper, a little more vivid in the saturation. But it's been hard to wear my other polishes because, again, something about pairing pastel nails to whatever you're wearing, it adds a little bit of, again, color, vibrancy, just some to your ensemble, no matter what it is. Even if it's all black, like all neutral, whatever, to have the pastel nails has such a beautiful contrast. And that's what I find so appealing and why I've been having a hard time wearing any other nail polish. So you're probably going to see me rotate these shades through April. I did order the new Holo Taco collection, the light mode, where they're multi-chromes but light. Those look sick. So I might change it up, because, you know, I bought them, so I want to see how they look. But these, I can't get rid of them. I can't get rid of them. They're going to be on my nails forever. Last favorite lifestyle item, I promise. Break the Limit is, I believe, based in Canada, and they're a sticker company. Can I just say that I'm a little obsessed. A little obsessed. These designs are adorable. You have Nezuko with, it says Jigglypuff? I forgot my Pokemon facts. You got freaking Zenitsu with Pikachu here because they both have lightning powers. You got Gojo in the middle because, you know, I guess he's God. I love them because they're holographic and shiny, and man, it's just so much fun to decorate your laptop. I also have decorated my notebooks. They come in different sizes here. Look at Tengen. Look at him. This is hilarious. You got Inumaki Toge, which, by the way, there's another brand, Jynwaye. She is I believe a NYC based tattoo artist. She had an Inumaki Toge sweatshirt where she loves luxe as well, so she combines anime and her love of luxury. And one of the designs she had was on a crew neck, and Inumaki had his tongue out with the Chanel symbols. I'm kicking myself for missing out on that. There is going to be a big drop soon from her brand. If she drops that crew neck, I'm buying two. Not even kidding. Love my stickers. I will love these brands to make me some Boji stickers. Also, I want more Boji merch, which I know design-wise not as intricate as the character designs in Demon Slayer or even Jujutsu Kaisen or even 86 and other animes like back in the day, Fushigi Yugi, you know? But look at him. We gotta make some cool anime clothes with our Bochi-sama, okay? Everyone, Sora Clothing, Ikigai Threads, Kaiben Zero, everyone, please, can we have some Bochi clothes, okay? All right, we finally arrived at the makeup, and I have to begin this segment with the Byredo Flora Kalahri palette. Now, these are not new shades, especially if you are a makeup lover like myself. We have these shades somewhere in our collection. But I think something that you might understand, and what I realized too, with these brands launching, they will always present products that have to touch on the beauty forecast, meaning Byredo has not released an all neutral palette. They released their little quads, those one that look like the gold misshapen compacts, looking real cool. They did their really colorful palette last year, and this year they wanted to present their interpretation of neutrals, desert colors, or what have you. And I just love this palette. I think it is so effortless to use. The textures of the mattes are so soft and silky. They just feel like almost airbrushed, not color-wise. The color is there. It's buildable, very easy to blend. The metallics, depending on the color, will determine the finish. Some are more shiny than others, but mostly very easy to apply on the lids. The way they overlay on each other, they create such beautiful gradients of color. And I find it incredibly easy to navigate in terms of how you pair the colors together, what eyeshadow looks you create. I adore this palette. Again, it's not so much because I'm mind blown by the colors. I've seen these colors before, but to experience Byredo's interpretation of Desert Kalahari, you know, it was remarkable. So this is a great palette. I love to bring it along for the ride. Make sure whatever you do, however you pack it well, because these are very delicate, and if the palette knocks around in your suitcase, bag, wherever you place it, the shadows could break. So one of them already came out the pan. I just squished it back in Just be careful, okay? Hindash Monochromance. I actually have this and what will be announced as another favorite, the Natasha Denona Pastel palette, but we'll get there in a minute. I adore this palette, and I know there have been mixed feelings about it in terms of maybe the textures were too soft for some makeup users. I do think this formula perfectly aligns with Hindash's vision, as he explained in his own videos, where he wanted these shades to be accessible for all users, whether beginner to pro, especially with these shades, these pastel shades that might be intimidating otherwise, but the texture makes it so incredibly seamless to apply. They're almost like watercolors, but you have the control to adjust the intensity as you like. It will never look muddy. It will never look botched up, uneven, with skipped shadow, whatever, on your lids. And the powder itself is incredibly soft, where I feel it's forgivable on many types of lid textures, so that it just looks blurred and soft focus on the lid. The fact that you have neutrals with your pastels and you have your pink and coral shades in these lovely gradient pans that aesthetically, it's just fantastic. Lovely presentation, just as he did with his first palettes, Beautopsy. Small, slender, easy to bring along. You can create a look on eyes and cheeks with just one palette. And because Hindash is a painter, he made it so you can be a painter as well. You can mix these neutrals with the other shades here to adjust the color, as I explained in this video, where it doesn't look muddy, it just changes the color altogether. So the possibilities are endless in this palette, how it's presented, and you have the floor is yours, whether you want to go more blue or more blue olive, or you want to down the color a little bit. You'll combine the more neutral shades with the more pastel shades. However you want to approach it, it's going to be easy and the looks are going to be beautiful. And as I mentioned before, Natasha Denona's pastel palette, I mixed it with Monochromance today. I did the inverse, the purple and the blue on the inner corner, purple on the top, and then blue on the top, purple on the inner corner. You noticed it? Do you like it? I like the pastel palette. What can I say? Yes, my bias is that I already love Natasha Denona, but I found myself enjoying it tremendously throughout the month of March. I've been combining it with other palettes. I also, hold on, people have been comparing it with the BH Cosmetics Los Angeles palette. I did film a video comparing the two. That was supposed to have been up like 2 weeks ago. I'll still put it up because I think it will be helpful just so you can see the comparison. So we get to those swatches in the video. But all that to say, wearing pastels is a load of fun. And while I understand that indie brands have just blew our minds with the formula and the color richness, the pigmentation, the shifts and all that, again, that's one part of the demographic where I believe not all who want to get in pastels want to get into those pastels necessarily. I think they want a palette and a formula that's more approachable. And I'm not saying that's wrong or right. That's just what I've observed. And I feel Natasha Denona definitely targets that part of the beauty audience where they want a palette where the thinking has been done on their behalf. The formulas are fairly easy to use. And no matter how you layer these pastel colors, you'll create just these lovely watercolor gradients on your eyes that I think fairly easy to achieve. Speaking about eyes, we have mascara. The new mascara from ESUM. Thank you to Muse Beauty Pro and ESUM for sending their mascara over. I have been using it all month. I do appreciate the fanned out effect and the super black color this mascara delivers. Unfortunately though, it's not as curling as I would like it to be on its own, and I have to combine it with my Clio Professional Kill Lash, which I always combined with. At the time, I was only using Pat's Dark Star mascara, and when I discovered applying this under Dark Star really amped up the curl and the hold. No matter what mascara I use now, I have to put on the Kill Lash first. And when I do layer the ESUM on top, Not only is the curl outrageous, but now it's even more black, more voluminous, a little more length as well. These two are a match made in heaven. I definitely will finish ESUM's mascara. Don't know if I will buy another one. Maybe I'll repurchase this one because this duo has been killing it. So very happy with my current mascara situation. I do have to curl my lashes no matter what mascara I use, and the ESUM not bad on its own. I think, however, throughout the day my lashes begin to drop a little bit, whereas when I apply Kill Lash, they're up. They're up and they're not going down. I failed to mention one product. I should have mentioned this when talking about Monochromance, but I have to shout out the color fluid, also from Hindash Cosmetics. This is in Boy Tears, and I have the color fluid now on my cheekbones, and this is an incredibly versatile product. He made it so you can place this on your lids, on your cheeks, on your lips, wherever you want that twinkle star dust effect. You apply some color fluid. I think it's great as a highlighter. While I understand it might be a little too much twinkle for some who like a more subdued approach to highlight, but man, look at that shine without the texture. And I think that's the advantage to using something like this in terms of formula, whereas a powder will have a higher risk of accentuating texture. But something like the color fluid, where yes, it does set quickly, so work fast. It doesn't have that powder effect. It just has like that wet, shiny look to it. And when dabbing it on your cheekbones with the fingers, maybe you don't have a shimmer or metallic like I do now on my lids. You just apply the matte powders from Monochromance, dab on a little bit of the color fluid, and you got your shimmer, and then it adapts whatever color you lay on top. So it could be like sparkly lavender or sparkly ink blue, however you want to approach it. Amazing product. I can't wait to see if Hindash expands on color fluid. I really hope he does, because I think it's a fantastic product. It's great even on the lips, and this is something I like when I don't necessarily want to apply a gloss. Although gloss formulas I think have advanced quite a bit, where mostly they're no longer sticky or uncomfortable to wear. A lot of glosses I think we encounter now are a very buttery smooth, they're silky, they don't feel sticky on the lips. But if you wanted that same shine without necessarily using a gloss, then you can use color fluid, dab it on your lips, and call it a day. Now, if you're wondering about Pat's Bridgerton collection, I have a video on that. She was very nice to send it to me. I had also said in that video that I was not planning to buy the collection, nor was I expecting it to be sent to me. It might have been March 31st or April 1st. I can't recall. I'll just quickly say this. Even though I was not planning to purchase this collection, and because it was sent to me, I was able to experience the eyeshadow palette, I do prefer this color curation over the first one, for sure. I think it's more comprehensive. You have Forever Charmed, which is another gigabyte, and a few of you have brought up the point where you appreciate your greatest hit colors to be in one palette that's not necessarily a mothership, and it is easier to travel with. I totally get that. And the pink satin eye blush shade in here, I love on my cheeks more so than the shades found again in the first palette. What I can say that was a hit from this collection, and I did not expect it to be, was the new Satin Allure lipstick. And some of you had said this bow, you could remove it, but I was afraid to because I didn't want to break it. Like, do you press down or up? I can't take off this thing, so it's just gonna stay there forever. But apparently you can slip off the bow and wear it as a ring. The new Satin Allure formula is outrageous. I like this a lot more than the previously released satin formula that was almost too creamy, and it accentuated people's lip texture, whereas this is smoother, creamier. It just has a silkier feel on the application. This is in negligee, and it's my lip color. It's my freaking lip color. I've been applying this thing ever since I received it in the mail, and I might get 1 or 2 more colors. I hope she keeps the formula and returns to her original packaging. I mean, this is cute, but I'd rather have the Satin Allure in her traditional lipstick design, and the plastic used is much lighter. It doesn't feel as luxe. Again, the bow is cute, but it doesn't feel overall as luxe. Incredible. It doesn't smell like anything. It's soft on the lips, creamy, perfect amount of coverage, not too much, not too little, like rich smirk in the center. Fantastic, fantastic. And again, I just received these products, you know, bordering last of March, 1st of April, but the Satin Allure hits. For now, I'm very happy with negligee. I have Elson 5. Elson 5, I didn't show in the video. Let me show you now. Elson 5 is the quintessential blue red. And now that it comes in this beautifully satin smooth finish, I think it more approachable because the matte trans in Elson Red is in your face. I mean, vivid blue red lip. If you wanted something shinier, smoother, then maybe this Satin Allure formula in Elson 5 will be more approachable, easier to apply. I would still apply a lip liner just to keep the lipstick intact so it doesn't bleed, because again, since it is satin, it might have a higher risk of bleeding out, and I can't speak on that because I've been mostly wearing negligee and not Elson 5. But let me know if you have Elson 5, if you wore it in the new Satin Allure, and how's it been going. And that concludes our March favorites, fam. Let me know if you picked up anything during this month that you absolutely love that maybe you didn't love so much. Could be anything. It could be makeup, books, anime things, makeup bags, whatever you want to share. We'll see you down below. I'll catch you in those comments, and until then, friends, that is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And until then, I will see you on here again with another review tutorial, anime merch extravaganza, or monthly vlog. Take care, and I will see you again soon.